Friends, family, viewers, fellow YouTubers, today we are gathered here to honor our good friend, Jack Porkins. Jack gave all so that we could live on and see the light of a new day every day without a Death Star overshadowing that light. Today, we honor Jack. We remember his greatness.
Cover me, Porkins. I'm right with you, Red 3.
And how his sacrifice led to the success of the rebellion.
No, I'm all right.
Yes, Jack may have liked 3 extra gallons of bantha milk with each meal, but that didn't make him any less special. So now, let us honor Jack with a moment of silence.
And also review this waterfall control deck.
May the Force be with you. What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at something that MOD1UP sent me. If you don't know anything about MOD1UP, they basically handcraft these beautiful waterfall control decks for a lot of the 80s Arcade1up cabinets. So we're going to get a good look at the Star Wars waterfall control deck today, their newest limited edition control deck. Now, they did send me this unit for review. However, I did purchase their Dragon's Lair waterfall control deck, and I have to say I absolutely love it. I'm going to let you guys know what I think about the Star Wars waterfall control deck right now. So let's check it out.
First things first, as you can see, the packaging is done with care. And as last time, they left me a special note.
What do you call a fake noodle? An imposter!
The first thing you may or may not pull out of the package is the retaining screws for the control panel. My favorite thing about them is that they're low-key because they're black and they have those washers which make them kind of plush with the control deck in a way. Secondly, what's really nice about this control panel specifically is the metal plate that they have to make sure that the yoke is secured on there tightly, and it also protects the wood from cracking. The overall quality and precision of the cuts is very nice, and the vinyl feels just like what it feels like in the arcade. Now, I figured since I'm doing this, I might as well go ahead and do these, which I actually got off of Etsy. I'm going to be using this double-sided tape from 3M to secure those plastic bezel pieces. I actually have extra plastic retainers for the on-off and volume button, which I kept and put aside so that I could use it for this control deck. It's not hard to get these out, but sometimes they do crack, so you have to be very careful. Once you have the control panel off, you can work on getting the yoke off. Now, I have a GRS yoke, so the mounts are slightly different than the original, but overall it's the same process. The other important thing to remember is that you won't need the metal mounting bracket if you have a GRS or for the original, because you now have that metal bar that runs along the underside of the control panel. Let's get going on putting this thing back together. And keeping things simple, everything goes back on the way that it came off of the original control panel, and there is no modifications needed at all. Kind of an important side note here, once you are finished and you begin to put the control panel back on, make sure you're careful with the screws. When you screw them in, just screw them in so that they're plush and hand tight. You don't want to warp the vinyl. And here's what it looks like once you've got it all back on. And it does look fantastic. It really does resemble the way that the original arcade control panel looked. These are for the bezel. If you've never seen the original, it did have an embossed plastic bezel around the frame of the screen. Now I'm just going to stick some double-sided 3M tape in 3 different mounting spots on these, and then stick them back on. Now I gotta say, if you order these, make sure you order the ones that are pre-cut. I did not. I had to cut these myself, and it was a serious pain. While the overall quality is nice, the bezel probably isn't as nice as I would like it to be, but it's fine for what it is. It just really comes down to whether or not you like the way it looks. So let's check out the finished product.